Good morning. Today is Friday, October 28th. It's 8:17 in the morning. The market will be opening in about 13 minutes. Took this trade here. I'll talk about this real quick. We've been in chop for a while. If this pokes up here, though, I may be interested in going short. But let's talk about this. What I saw right here at the time I took the trade was that we had this right here, had the separation, and the overall market looked to be down. This was really weak up. This was weak and flat. This is really kind of weak and flat. What I saw through here, though, is I saw that these triggers had some strength down. These triggers, the large triggers here, notice they were making that duck head, and we know that when we make the duck head, we expect it to drop down through the duck head. If the forward triggers, that would be the large triggers here, were down as well. So that's what I was expecting. As such, it didn't work out that way. And it was kind of funny because just after taking the entry, I knew I didn't want to be in this trade. I was doing it remotely from my from my Motorola Zoom tablet, and it just wasn't something I wanted to be in. So I was looking for the exit almost as quickly as I got into it. All right. So anyway, market volume this morning at 8:17 is 339. Market depth is about normal for this time of the morning. You see 2000s in one, you see the low 2000s, see 1900 usually. Okay, so we're about 30 seconds away from the market opening. I haven't had a whole lot, just a bunch of chop. Now we are pulling back down here to the midline there, or the zero line. And the market is open. And I have to say I'm really favoring up more than I am down. And with that right there, we're going to go ahead and take it, because that's a nice deep retracement from this. See, plus I see the divergence in that. This will be my one time there. So something that kind of gave me a little bit of inspiration for the up helped me to see, look at this, it just, as the market was kind of pushing down, it just didn't want to get on board with down. So, and even here on the 2584, you really had this where it had itself ready to go up. Plus, this was at the low of the day so far here too. That was the day's low. So there were a lot of things that were saying it could move up. Market volume is light, 397 after the open. Market depth, though, got people. We got people doing business with the market today. So the volume will go ahead and climb on up. A lot of people are selling or buying. Buying is going to drive the price down. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's close this bad mamma jamma. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, sit tight, Brian. It still continues this like that. Again, getting up to 76.50 or so is really what we'd like to see. All right, well, here we go. Looking quite nice there. Not going to touch that because that is at the deep there. What I will do though is go ahead, put that in there. We've got enough strength in these charts here and here, and even my 2584 and 4181 to say it'll go on up. We're not done yet. See, forming the duck head here, but these triggers are up, these triggers are up, so what's going to happen to the duck head? The duck bill is going to get smashed through. Okay, let's take a look at the retracement here on this one. I'm actually contemplating adding on here, but not while the triggers are strong down like that. Okay, so we got a duck bill on the 1597 now, and we still expect that to break. Here's our add-on. Nice little, right here you can see shoulder, head, shoulder bar action. Same thing here, shoulder, head, shoulder bar action. Looks like I was just going for gas there. Well, fiddlesticks. All right, well, that didn't quite work out like I'd planned. So I'm going to consider this to altogether to be trade number 2. What it looks like is the duck head here is getting broken down. See, that right there, that's the duck bill there. Okay. Didn't quite see it that way. But now, tell you what, I'm going to take a short little break, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, well, this was a nice little 61 pullback. I was, of course, I was long at this point, and kind of interesting. It's really interesting when you look at this. Okay, you had triggers down at this point. Man, you had triggers down here too. Okay. Well, consumer confidence or the revision is coming out in 5 minutes. So unless there's just a picture perfect pullback here, I'm not going to mess with this. This is just momentum going down. Now this yellow line, this was the day's low. Yeah. Okay, well, here's where I'm seeing something. This comes back up to here. You're going to have a mid-band squeeze at the 987 and the 1597, and likely to have it even here. So that's what I would like to see for me to get short here. I need to see price pull back up to here. At 34 seconds until revision comes out, and of course, look what happens. See, that's substantial. That's a news that people are paying attention to because the market is drying up. News coming out. Big bars. All right. People are reacting to it. Market depth's coming back in. Wait just a second or two more. See, market depth still isn't quite back all the way. There we go. All right. Get back behind that. Market depth has come back in. Double bar there. Head and shoulders is what I was watching on there. Nice mid-band squeeze. This should go ahead and pop this on out. Break that bottom there. Need to see this break the bottom here. Okay, that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see it really break on down through. Okay, I got a close below there. Okay. Have a gap there. See that gap? Okay, gap's done. Now let's go ahead and get south on this thing, shall we, folks? I'm watching I'm watching my 987 here. I'm really still intrigued with this, you know, right here. We still have that well below, but looks like it's going to come and get us. All right, so this one has lost its chance for being a duckbill. This one equally has lost its chance. Got momentum coming through here now, pretty strong. And now what's going to happen here is this thing pulls back up into here. Then we'll come back and we're going to test this bottom again. Okay, nice pullback. Drop down there. See if we can punch that bottom out. Got triggers down, triggers down, triggers down. Well, that thing just smashed through, and with that, we, oh. there's slippage in my favor. See, because I had my target, or my boundary was back here. It popped up so quick and pulled back down, it actually slipped one in my favor. So with that being said, we're going to end the day minus 2 points down for the day. And with that, I bid adieu for the week. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Okay, so I was sitting here just observing the market. And I noticed this behavior in the MACDs here. So it's just trending up like that. Then I saw this head and shoulders here. Saw a double bar here. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and even gave myself a little bit of a deeper boundary. Because so much of this in the bigger charts looks like it wants to go up. I mean, look at this in the 10K chart. It's just been flat here. Okay, just like that. And the 17K chart. Look at this, how this all pushed up, and this has come down to about the same level. Look what we did in our MACDs. I don't know if I'm just hypersensitive to the idea of going for gas, but you know, I'm looking at that and go, wow, man, that's interesting. So I opted to take one more shot at it today. Just to see if we can get this thing up there or not. See, it keeps coming up to this area. See, here's what we've been looking at. This and this. And it really looks like it wants to break out. Now, and I'm only looking, that's only that. Now, if that's the case, measure that correctly. Should go well up there, huh? So we'll see. Because of everything I'm seeing in there, it's certainly something I'm willing to try here. Well, there's that breakout, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's actually measure it. Let's measure it from there. It says it should go up to there. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got things that do indicate, even that on the 6K, turned up like that. There's interesting. I'm looking way far ahead. Look at that separation. That's kind of a foot. And of course, the 17K definitely separated. So, but more importantly, looking across these, see if we've got anything we can work with here. We had that little pivot right there, so I'll go ahead and we had another pivot right there, so I'm going to go ahead and put that at the +1. Looks like we need to break out of 77, 75. So a 78 would be a nice thing to see. I don't like that. Now what I'm looking at, I mean the MACDs here have gotten ugly. Just not clean and clear. So what I'm really paying attention to are the bigger time frame MACDs, as well as, I mean, you get to the 6K, 6K has gotten up on top, and that 10K has formed a foot. So it should get up to the top band. That's what I'd like to see happen in the next 2,000 ticks or so. Partly why I haven't just chunked the whole thing and called it quits. All right, well, we got our BV right there like that. Got shish kebabbed. So this one can go ahead and get on the rail in 10,000 ticks. How many? 6 has 10. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at like 13, 14 bars away, I think. Maybe more than that. 15, 16 bars away. Anyway, it's definitely heading in the right direction. Now, I'll tell you what, I still think that this analysis here, we'll bump it up to there. Okay, so I went ahead, looking at this, I went ahead and moved it right there to the extension, or to that. And this one I just pushed up out of the way. Let's look at this from a deep standpoint. Okay, so see, really I'm not even at the deep here. And if I go back even farther, this is that peak at the end of yesterday. That's at the 50. I'm really basing a lot of this on these larger charts. Look at the MACDs on the 6K. Look at the MACD on the 10K. Look at the MACD on the 4181. Point being, MACD's turned ooky on the small charts, but the bigger charts are really starting to show what they want to do today. Tell you what, with that like that, if it wants to come back, I don't really want to be there. All right, so this area here is two things. It's the 50 on the full retracement. Yeah, it's the 50 there, and it's where it projected from my wedge that I saw. So put that all together. It's a place that it can go. Sellers keep taking control of the market when you're watching market depth. Well, we did get, let me pull this one in, we did get our first BB on the rail, which is really nice. That means we can expect something at least up to here, and most likely up to here. Oops, take that one off and put this one here. Well, those are the two spots that I'm really expecting us to get to today. Just about a tick or two away from the first target getting filled, and it looks like it's going to do it. See, look at sellers. Sellers are really coming in. Let's take a look here while we're waiting for that to go ahead and see if I missed something. No, not the deep from there. Folks are looking at this. We're in the area of the deep. But I gotta look at this fella right here. I think that's what a lot of people are going to be looking at towards the end of the day there. We keep trying to smash it, but I believe we're going to smash it. We're going to smash that target out. Okay, so this thing, you look at the MACDs, it looks like it's in a nosedive. What I'm looking at is look how much it went up. Look how much these MACDs have come down versus price. So I'm just waiting and watching this. I know I got strong triggers here, but and even strong triggers here. But this MACD, this right here versus this, compared to the exact opposite. See that? Versus this. I wish I could drag that up and flip it upside down and it would be easy to see. I just really think that this is just going to push up. Let's watch this right here, because this would be you could look at this as a bear flag. That gives me a head and shoulders. That gives me a head. I'll go ahead and I tell you, I got such a feeling though about that thing going up. All right, that's fine. I said that gave me a head. We're going to close it. All right, so there's my final for the day. I really do suspect that there will be more climbing left to the day. I can't believe that we fell. Oh, we fell within a tick of reaching that target there. We also came within a tick of reaching this one. So I just don't think I think that there's a lot more to be going up. But this looked too good for a bear flag, so I closed the trade. Ended the day up 1.5. So yeehaw. Have a great weekend. Monday is another day. Thanks for watching.